Hello everyone and welcome back to Outbreak, where we are here to chase some more tornadoes. So let's take a look at what we've got. Alright, we're up in Grassland Park. I don't know if we've been here before. And we have some severe storms forming. Now let's see, there's already some rotation there it looks like, so that could be interesting. That does look like a forming cell. If we look at our variables here, wow, there's quite a lot of Cape down towards St. John, but there's an okay amount through most of the area here. Let's look at our winds. Okay, stronger winds. I think this is higher up. Yeah, 10 kilometers up compared to 6 and 1.5. So we can see there is some differentiation. Generally what you want to look for, from what I understand, is you want to look for winds moving in a clockwise direction as they get higher up, because that can facilitate rotation. If I'm understanding this correctly, the winds are definitely the thing that I'm the weakest in reading here. But we have, that storm has really eaten Cape there, it looks like. We have stuff moving in, so I think probably what I'll start doing is head for the storms over here. We'll kind of maybe go down through this gas station here if we can. It's not a very convenient place to get to, but I think we'll try to take the upward path. And it would be nice if some of the stuff down here starts to take off, but yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not, but I think that's going to be our best option here. We have our nice new car too, so that should be helpful. That'll hopefully help us get around quite a bit more quickly, because it does seem to be a very fast vehicle here. Okay, which direction do we need to go? I'm very bad at... Okay, yeah, it is going to be this road down here. All right. Okay, so I actually decided to take a little detour north, which, I mean, that's an okay decision. We might actually want to go back, though, because we came up to a hop field here, and it looks like we've got a tornado forming down this way. Now, I don't know if anything in the south there is actually going to take off. This might be our best tornado, so I think we're going to actually go around the road we just came down and take one of the other side roads, because if that southern part is what's going to branch off and start becoming tornadic, then that's where we're going to be wanting to chase. I was hoping we'd get some storms that pick up a little bit lower down, but I think we didn't have as strong a winds down there, so that's fine. There's an intersection over here that should take us much closer to the heart of the storm. Just real quick, want to see... Oh, there is a tornado. Okay, it's out there somewhere. Can we see... I mean, photo content tornado... I don't actually see it. I genuinely do not actually see it, but it's out there somewhere, so I guess we'll get a picture while we can. So there definitely is a tornado down somewhere. We can actually look. Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. It's up ahead. It's just very rain-wrapped. I'm going to wait here for now and keep an eye on it, because I think it is tracking approximately toward a position, but I can't 100% tell. We might need to be a little bit farther up, but like I'm trying to guess based off the radar here. It's moving mostly... we probably need to be a little bit farther forward. We can just kind of hang out around here as it gets closer. Yeah, there is a tornado warning in this area now. And try to judge a good probe drop. I could try to sneak over onto that dirt road and see if we can intercept it there. But I think we're going to be better off just trying to intercept it here, because it is already quite close. And I don't actually know if it's really going to intercept the road there. Oh yeah, it's definitely approaching us here. I think it's still moving a little bit farther forward, but if it lasts another minute before reaching us, we'll get to take another report, so that could be helpful. There's 2 tornadoes. Do you guys see that? There's a second tornado further down. That's neat. That's neat. All right, I want to get a report. Can I report? I don't think I can report the farther back one, but let's look at where this one's gonna go. Pretty much right here. Let's back up just a little bit. It's gonna be pretty close. I think slightly back. Slightly, like right here, probably. That there is 100% though a second tornado that is back there. I wish we could report it. This should hopefully be pretty close. It is kind of a sneaky looking one, so like it may not necessarily be one that we can... Oh, we gotta get in the car. There's hail starting. But yeah, no, there's a second tornado back here. I want to get out of the way of this one. Watch it go by. Can I report this? I can report that one. Okay. Let's get a picture here. That's a gnarly looking tornado. That is one gnarly looking tornado. All right, it's gonna pass, I think, pretty close. We can probably see if we are definitely getting data. We are definitely getting data. All right, that was an okay intercept, I think. It's passed a little bit further up the road. I kind of want to chase that southern one, I think, because I think we're gonna have a better chance of getting to it. So let's back up here if we can, just a little bit. Get back to our probe. Pick that up, see if we can get a second intercept, see if we can upload this data. Because I don't know that we're necessarily going to get ahead of this one real well. We didn't get the most amount of wind speed on that one either. So it's kind of a scary looking one, but I don't know if it's actually all that strong of one. At least at present. We definitely have some winds going by here though. It's not a very photogenic tornado either. That's another issue here. Let's see if we can get out in front of this storm. It's going to pass a little bit closer down here. Let's see how this one is. We're going to need our probe data to upload anyway, so hopefully that'll happen before this thing is on top of us. I don't think we're actually going to get to probe drop this one. It is already about to cross. So where are we? We might have to just, yeah, it's gonna cross before we had the chance to, like, our data's just gonna finish. Let's track with it if we can. I think if we can get down past it here, it's gonna probably blow some power lines over though, so we gotta watch that. That was a fair grade intercept. All right, let's see. Let's be careful. It's passing this way. There is definitely a downed power line, but we might have the chance to get out in front of it again. It's already been reported recently. Let's go around that and see if we can track with it on this road here, because if we can outspeed it, we might get the chance to get in front of it again. Don't go around down power lines like this, by the way. It is a very good way to get a very, very bad shock. You can see the other tornado up ahead of us too. I'm gonna go very fast to try to get ahead of the one here, but yeah, it's still winding its way back that way. We might actually be able to get pictures of both of them coming up here, but I just want to see if we can get out in front of the one that's still off to our left, which it is. It is still behind us. Okay, let's actually stop here, because this, we might actually be at an okay place for it. All right, I kind of want to see. We're not going to get a very good picture of that one. We can get a good picture of this one. Get a picture of this one. Can we report? Report. Let's see if I think it's still gonna go up ahead of us here. Let's keep going up. Let's keep going up. It's wild to be able to see two of them at once. That's really, really, really cool. But we're not gonna get a very good look at this one if we're not careful here. I think it might pass like right by this gas station actually. It's coming this direction pretty much, isn't it? I think I'm gonna take a gamble and we're gonna place the probe right here. Like, I don't know if that's 100% where it is gonna pass, but I think there's a decent chance of it. All right, let's get up ahead a little bit. Maybe we can get some gas if the tornado doesn't come right for us. The other one is still up ahead there. I'm just gonna go this way a little bit. Hopefully it's not coming straight for us here. Little bit nervous that it might be. Little bit nervous that it might be. I definitely think it missed our probe there, though that's a little unfortunate. Yeah, that definitely, it definitely is passing by here. Can we still get a picture of the other one? Not from this angle. All right, well, I'm gonna get some gas. Oh, it is getting data. Oh, that's cool. All right, perfect. It got at least a little bit. Wasn't a very good intercept, but it was something at least. That was a fair grade intercept. It's not too good, but you know what? Intercepts are still worth quite a lot of points. Let's see if we can get around in front of these tornadoes, though. The only problem is the only road that we really had that was going to be fast took us way out of the way here. I also keep having collisions, so like I'm trying to not completely slam into things. Now the tornado that we were seeing, you can see it in the distance there. I think it got quite a bit bigger when it passed by us, so I'm really curious if that means that it got stronger or if it's just visual, because again, the size of a tornado visually does not correlate to its strength. You can have a really skinny one that does EF5 damage, you can have a really big wedge tornado that is doing EF0 damage, you just don't know. This is it. I'm pretty sure, nope, it's a little bit further up. Just a tiny bit further up here. I hope we're gonna have time. Okay, yeah, get out and drop. Get out and drop. It's not gonna be a perfect intercept, but it's gonna probably be pretty close. And it doesn't matter if it's perfect as long as it's safe. I don't want to be swept up in the tornado if we can help it. Oh yeah, we're getting data all right. I might be driving into the tornado. No, I think we're fine. That's actually really close. Actually, that's not bad. That's within like 200 some feet of it. Okay. I'm not mad about that. One. I think we're gonna want to go further up. Let's also see if we can get a report on it here. And is this one... Sometimes I've still been able to spot that one, but not this time apparently. All right, let's get back up there and get our probe and get that report, because that's pretty good. I have a feeling we're not going to get to do too much more with these storms, but I'm glad that went better than it could have, because we missed a few opportunities back there. Okay, that was a great intercept. That's not bad. I am going to try to get on the freeway here and see if we can get any more views of this tornado as it ventures on ahead. So that could be cool. Holy, it got big. Tornado get big. Hello. Hold on. Take picture. We still got a ways before it becomes visible there. We might be able to get up to it by the time it gets to Lost Flag if we really hurry here. This is gonna end off. It got big. Like, that's a big tornado. That's a big tornado. Holy heck. Oh my gosh. That's terrifying. Okay, where is it going? My car is rolling away. Let's get in the car so that we can look. That is terrifying. All right, we might still have the chance if we can make the turn. Holy cow, that thing got big. I don't know if we're gonna get an intercept here, and driving out past Lost Flag definitely makes me nervous. We are also lagging a little bit just because of how much is going on here. Driving out past Lost Flag definitely makes me a little bit anxious because, yeah, some of these roads are not that great, but we may still at least get a good picture of this one, even if we don't get an intercept. Oh, we gotta not hit trees. I really don't want to be off-roading here. Okay, if we do a probe, we do it here. If we do a probe, we do it here. If we do a probe, we do it here. If we do a probe, we do it here. If we do a probe, we do it here. It is throwing trees. No, I don't think this is actually going to get data. Holy cow. I don't think... Yeah, no data. Let's pick it back up. I don't know that we want to intercept this thing, honestly. It's not going fast, but it is big, although I guess... Okay. Are we going to do the terrifying thing and take the road back here? Let's do the terrifying thing and take the road back here. This is such a bad idea, but you know what? Risk it for the biscuit. Go big or go home. I think it's already past the road, but it is shredding that forest. Oh, my car's going the wrong way. Why? Why? Oh my goodness, why does this always happen? No. Probably for the best, though, because oh my word. What kind of damage are we even looking at here? We can see probably up ahead that there's going to be a path, I would imagine. Right here is the damage path. Right here is the damage path. Look at this. And it's just disappearing off into the distance, but we can't really even see it now. Look at this. Wow. All right, and there we go. So we got quite a bit. I hit more things than I would have liked to. That was a lot of vehicle damage. Oh no. But overall, we did a pretty good job. There actually was another tornado that formed too, which is really interesting further down to the south. But when I was looking at it, the road network was just not very good. I don't think we could have really gotten to it where it formed. So I figured at this point we would leave off here because, man, I would have loved to get a probe drop on that last one, because I think all the tornadoes that we've seen that throw trees have had pretty high wind speeds. I think that's generally a characteristic of a pretty strong tornado. But oh well, that's fine. It is what it is. I'm still very happy with that chase. We got some pretty crazy photos out of it, I think. All in all, a pretty good run. All right, we're back for another chase. We're actually pretty far north this time, which is interesting. There are some storms forming up here. I wonder if they're going to be moving in a strange direction then. That's pretty interesting. Let's look at our holy cape. That's... I've never, ever seen that. All right, holy moly. How are our winds looking? The winds themselves are a little slower and not completely actually clockwise though. So high cape alone does not necessarily mean that we will actually see things, but we certainly could. And if I'm not mistaken, these storms are actually tracking. Well, we'll see a little bit better. Are they tracking south? No, they are moving. Okay. They are tracking in a normal position here. Wow. These ones up here are moving off the map. I think I'm gonna start heading for Grassland Park and just see if we can get there. I have genuinely no idea what is gonna come of this. We'll see if the wind direction improves a little bit. But, yeah, this could be a pretty interesting day. Okay, I think we're starting to get a little bit more wind shear as the day progresses here. Our cape is still very strong. I kind of want to stay within this cape corridor. They are going to be moving in an interesting direction. All right. Yeah, that could come down. Oh, hi, Lupin. I was wondering when she was going to show up. All right, well... we might want to try to get up there then. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and yeah, this is just going to be a very strange day. I'm going to try to turn around here and maybe catch that dirt road in the direction of what seems like it could be a tornado, because the storms are moving extremely strangely, but we have that huge, massive amount of cape. I'm very sure that's going to do something. I don't know if it'll necessarily mean strong tornadoes or not, but it's all going to interact. And while the winds are what I'm most unsure about, if anything actually does form in that cape, it's going to be pretty crazy. So let's get back here. This is a side road that could take us closer to what's happening up there with that tornado warning. It's like right here. I don't really like these little dirt roads, but they're better than nothing sometimes. I don't know if we can actually see where that tornado warning is. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, these storms are just so interesting in their motion. Can we see anything? That's something. That's something. Hold the frickin' phone. All right. It doesn't actually detect that we can see it yet, but I know what my eyes are telling me. That's a tornado, and I think it's tracking right for us. So I'm gonna probably hang out down here and just see if I can get some good reports and tracking on this. Will these storms start to form? I've got pretty decent visibility from here, so it's not always very good with telling what you can see or not, because that is absolutely a tornado, but it is not indicating to me that I can perceive that. All right, now we can report and see exactly where it is. There is also one to the other side. Can we see that from here? Or at the very least, there's... okay, we can see a funnel cloud. I don't know how we can see that, but not the actual tornado. Funnel cloud over here. Yeah, I definitely can't see that as distinctly as the actual tornado here. So that funnel cloud is going to be tracking that way. I think I want to stay in this area where I can kind of track southward. I'm trying to orient myself because that's very much not how I am used to seeing things. I don't think it's going to be a very good photo yet, so I'm not... oh, that's become a tornado. All right. We got an award for storm spotting there, or an achievement for storm spotting. Okay, that's going to go further south. I don't know if we're going to be able to... There's another one down that way. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's definitely a tornado here. Where do we go? We are spoiled for choice. I think that's a third tornado in the distance there. It looks like about where that warning would be. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to get over to it, but it definitely looks like something is going on there. Now, I've opted to try to get towards this one because the one that's back there, while I still can see it, gosh darn it, well, I still can definitely see it. It is a little bit farther back, so I think there's a chance we might actually be able to get to both of them. Yeah, that's got to be a tornado that I was noticing. We know for a fact. All right, let's see if we can start taking photos of this, because I don't think it's a fair grade photo. All right, so that's gonna go. It's gonna be going this way. Yeah, if we want to get up in this direction. This is a strange storm. I've never seen them move from north to south before. I wondered if that was what was gonna happen, but I almost didn't believe it, because, like, what the heck? But yeah, I think that line there is maybe a tornado as well. It looks very solid to be nothing. That is 100% a tornado, and a big one at that. I don't think we're gonna get to it in time, but that is there. I have no doubt that that's a tornado. Are we able to report the one over here too? No, it's just gonna be this one here. All right, where is it heading? It's tracking this way. We're gonna want to keep going this way if we're gonna catch up to it. 3 tornadoes on the ground simultaneously. This is gonna be a ride. We can't report it, but I'm just, like, staring at that huge tornado over there. What I want to try to see is if we can get a drop in front of this one. I'd like to get another report of it so that we have a better idea of where we need to put the probe, but we're waiting for that to expire. But this one is a very photogenic tornado. Oh, we can report the one over there. All right, that's good. I do think that this tornado is pretty close now, so let's maybe just scooch up a little bit. Well, maybe not quite. Oh, my car. Let's not do that. Can I report it again? Yes. All right. Is it tracking? It's tracking straight for us. All right. Let's just skadooter this way. Hopefully it'll hit that probe pretty directly. A little worried it might hit us pretty directly too if we're not careful here. Oh yeah, it's recording all right. It is getting closer. All right, oh my gosh. When did it get that large? When did it get that large? 201 miles an hour. It got huge. That got huge. 220. That was what? Hold on. 260. Oh, I am not going near that thing. I just saw 265. We have an almost direct hit. That was a 0 meter hit, it looks like, or 0 foot hit. 275 I saw. Oh my gosh. That is without a doubt the best probe drop we have ever gotten. What do you mean I don't care. I want to take a picture of this scary tornado. I guess we can take a picture of that one. I don't really care to take a picture of that one. It's massive. Oh my gosh. That hail. 278 miles an hour, and it's still in range. Oh my gosh. Well, that's what a Cape Day like this will do, apparently. Let's maybe inch back and get our probe after this. I think we're gonna want to keep heading south. And maybe not get pelted by hail. Maybe, ideally. I don't want to get anywhere near that thing. I think it would throw my car. I think that would... it was almost 280 miles an hour. That is insane. That is a crazy wind speed. I am 95% sure that's an EF5 wind speed. If not, it would be very high-end EF4. But, like, holy stinking moly. I'm... Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Let's get this before the hail knocks us out. Like, what? I'm sorry, what? Here, can we report again? We can report again. Can we report the one back there? We can. All right, let's take a look at where those are going. So this one's tracking down here. If we go towards Lost Flag, or either way, really, I think let's see if we can get off the freeway up here. Holy cow. That is an insane probe score, by the way, too. We got 0 feet at 278 mile per hour wind speeds. That's crazy. That is crazy. Oh my word. Okay, yeah, the achievement we got for that was historical for recording winds over 315 kilometers, or in this case we saw that was like about 280 miles. Holy cow. I'm gonna refuel here while we have the chance. Fortunately, it does seem to be a slow-moving storm, but I don't particularly want to get out in front of it at present. Maybe we'll see... Well, I don't think we're gonna... I think we're gonna want to go down. I think we're just gonna want to track down this way and try to follow this. How's our cape looking? It's still pretty crazy. It's not as crazy as it was, but it's still pretty crazy. Okay, I'm gonna try to get out ahead of this thing because the storm that we were just under is apparently cycling, it looks like, and it's gonna be heading right toward us here. I don't know if it's made a funnel or dropped a tornado again, but this is the one that had the crazy one that we were watching. So if it's gonna drop again, I really want to see what it's gonna do. I'm glad we're following this storm, and none of the others really seem to be doing anything more interesting at present. So yeah, we're in a tornado warning. I would like to look and see if we can see. Okay, there is a funnel cloud. I can't see it. Sometimes I can't see what they're looking at, so we are looking pretty much straight at it. But of course, oh yeah, there's that's a tornado up here. That's a tornado up there. We can report that. Okay, my car is cruising along. I want to get out ahead of this thing before it leaves me stranded with the tornado. It is going to roll off the road. There is a tornado right there. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, we can't report. We reported. Oh, that's the one. That is the one we reported. All right. All right. I wanted to know what was going on with that one that's over there, but we might have to wait for my car to run off the road first because it is, it's just going with the tornado right there. That's real cool. We'll love to see that. Okay, I think we did get the one over there reported finally. All right, let's look at our options. I'd love to get another probe drop here if we can. Okay, it's strong. We got a report on it. It's tracking. It's gonna go a little behind us, I think. It's tracking pretty close. I'm gonna back up a little bit, back up a little bit. It's throwing trees, so we're gonna run out of time if we're not careful here. It's hard to tell because it's a little bit windy. I'm gonna risk it and place here because I do not want to be under this thing when it comes closer. Oh, and we are gonna be too close. We are gonna be way too close. All right, we deployed a probe. I don't think we're gonna beat the dead center one that we got earlier, but it is at least in range. Let's see if we can get a good view of this at least. It's pretty close. It's getting there. It's not gonna be a bad one, I don't think. It's gonna be about 450, it looks like. Okay. Yeah, that's not a weak tornado. Definitely not weak. That is for sure. Start heading back very carefully. very, very carefully and pick up that, that probe. All right. Not a bad hit at all. Go ahead and get a photo. That is an optimal, ow, that is an optimal photo, so that's good. Want to try to get those when we can. I'm curious about the one that's over there. I'm gonna get clobbered by the hail if I'm not careful. Let's get in here. Let's see what we've got. So our tornado is headed down this way. This one's starting to form a cell. I think we're gonna maybe just want to keep going down this road here and just continue heading south, because I think if we go this way, it'll give us more southerly options. I think that's gonna be our best bet. Okay, that definitely pales in comparison to the one that we got earlier in the chase, but it's definitely not a bad drop either. We are honestly doing pretty well with those this run. The fact that we've gotten two that were almost a dozen almost not a dozen, but almost 12,000 points on the first one, and now like 6,000 almost on the second one. Not bad at all. Oh, I see a tornado. All right. So, in a little bit of a convoluted turn of events, we kind of crossed the map and then came back. I'm going to stop at this gas station most likely too, so that we can refill a little bit. But yeah, so long story short, I continued chasing the one tornado. It started to veer off the map. I then got my car stuck because I tried to turn around and ended up managing to get it completely wedged in a ditch where I couldn't actually turn it around at all, and so I had to get towed. Briefly pursued another tornado that dissipated that I didn't even see. So now here we are though, because it looks like this storm is not quite done. This is one of the other cells. I think this is the farther, I think this is the first one that we saw that dropped a tornado. So this should still be heading in our direction here, I think. I am gonna probably, well, you know what? No, we have enough now to not need to fuel up, I think. The nice thing about this car is that it's much more able to handle longer drives without fueling. So if we go up this way, no, this is not the road. Okay, let's go back around. Try not to get stuck in the ditch again. There's one further up. I think we'll have enough gas to make it. That is what I'm really feeling the most, by the way. The new gas mileage is so much better than the old car. The old car could barely go without refueling, but I think we'll be fine. I don't want to lose this tornado. In fact, we should maybe report it so we have a better idea of where it is. Can we not see the tornado? We can see the tornado. All right. Where is it exactly? Okay, it did just cross. Okay, so we're not going to probably get an intercept, I don't think. Most likely. But we can still get some good photos of it, probably. Yeah, it is still over here. I guess unless it comes straight toward us here, unless it kind of doubles back, but I think that's not been the pattern. Darn it. We can at least get some photos of it. We'll at least get some photos of it. Look at that. It's such a big tornado, too. Will this road? I mean, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere that we can still access the tornado, sadly. This has been just such a crazy storm system. Like, look at this. Yeah, I do think you can see the higher up cell did track off the map. This one is probably the first one that we saw that we opted not to chase, and it is still producing a tornado. So even if we don't get another probe drop on it, I am fine with that. We got quite a few good ones. I think we're gonna have very very good results of this, I'm pretty sure. I think we're going to get a lot of income and maybe even be able to upgrade some of our stuff. Now that we've got the car, I definitely want to get like a probe upgrade too. And I think it would be helpful to get some other stuff, like maybe a hail net, maybe something that will save me if I keep getting into collisions. I think you can get the bull bars. I tend to be pretty bad about that. Also, the reason that I'm going up here is because I'd like to try to get some better photos from behind as it passes by. I think, yeah, it looks like it definitely has crossed up ahead here, although we might get pelted by hail up in this direction. Wow, look how green it is up here. That's not really what you want to be seeing, to be honest. Already reported the tornado. Ow. I don't think that's really gonna give us very much. Alright, maybe we'll back out of this spot because I can't even see it now. I think this is probably gonna be the end of our chase because unless something else shows up, we're probably not going to be really all that able to get to it. All right, and there we are. So we did lose a little bit to vehicle damage and getting towed, but we still got like 23,000 just from this chase. We also recorded a maximum wind speed of 277 miles per hour, which is absolutely nuts. Never seen anything like that in this game. This is absolutely a record for us. That was crazy. We also got a direct hit on the probe at 0 feet, so that was wild. Very, very good chase. Very, very cool. Definitely going to save these pictures so that we don't lose them, because that was crazy. But with that, I think we are going to go ahead and leave this off here for today, because it is getting to be about that time again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay. Over and out.